Hey everyone, my name's Carson from Punch Buggy, and we're here with
Fifth Floor.
That is so beautiful. So Fifth Floor, who are you?
Fifth Floor, man.
We are a pop rock band from Triad, North Carolina.
Hey, bro said the Triad. Man, ain't nobody know what the Triad is. We from Greensboro, bro.
High Point, Greensboro, Winston.
Don't nobody live in High Point, bro. We from Greensboro.
I live in High Point.
I live in Winston.
I live in High Point.
I am High Point.
You are High Point, mayor of High Point over here. All right. So Will Smith was Will Smith?
Shout out Will Smith. Before we even get anything going, go ahead and pass that to PJ Patterson right there.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Which way? I'm looking. Look. Will Smith saved this album.
Nah, for real. Let's go ahead and give a round of applause.
Will Smith, man. Will Smith. You know.
Who you looking for me?
I ain't hard to find him on your TV. I just wanted them to hear you laugh.
So Fifth Floor, when people hear the name Fifth Floor, what do you want them to think and feel?
I want you to feel good, man. Like, no pause, but I mean, I want you to feel like you hear Fifth Floor. You know, we got some bangers and stuff. I wholeheartedly, as humbly as possible, I want you to be like, man, this is some great music. I really hear myself in this music. I hear my struggles in this music. I feel myself in this music. I see myself in this music. I never did.
So you just released your debut album. I put everything into this. How are you feeling, and what can you tell us about this debut album?
I feel really good about it. It was definitely a very nerve-wracking process. It took us about 9 months to actually get it fully recorded, so it did take a while for the project to actually come into fruition. So most of the time,
baby.
pretty much, yeah. But yeah, we were just making sure that this whole project was going to be absolutely perfect, and that we weren't going to regret anything after it came out. So it was a very long and arduous process, but I'm personally very happy with the album. So
For me, this is like my first album kind of outside like my complete comfort zone. So like, it was a good experience. I mean, anybody out there that's like looking to do an album, like Spice House is really friendly. They're really easy to work with. Like, it was a great experience. Shout out Condado, shout out them.
Shout out Anunt and Jose from Spice
and
House.
shout out Weymouth.
And shout out Weymouth. Shout out Weymouth.
So the first song on this album, it's roughly 25 seconds, and 26 seconds, and it's just like asterisks. How would you pronounce the name of that song out loud?
Yeah, that one.
So that's basically, so essentially it's pretty much intro censored. It's just the word intro, but it's like just, I think that the word intro, just naming your intro nowadays is like really corny. And so I feel like getting away from that kind of can, it's not, you're not pressing it being like, oh, this is just the intro. Like I'm not going to even care about any of this, but it just starts the album off, and then it flows right into the next song. So
And then right into the next song.
yeah, exactly.
And then sort into the next song. Yeah, low key sort of.
And what went into the decision to have the intro be separate from the first actual song of the album?
That happened very organically. I think we were in Virginia, and this is right around the time we had wrote Crash Out, and I had realized it was in the same key as Somehow, and we already had this idea for an intro, and then I think we had all just come together and what if we just connected the first 3 songs on this album, and it's one continuous thought, and it worked out pretty well. Once again, shout out Spice House, bro. Shout out Spice House.
What were some challenges that went into kind of having these seamless transitions into these first 3 songs?
It's really making sure the next song makes sense. If if it's really not even in the same key, if it's not even similar tempo. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just like putting Sorry After Talk Is Cheap. It's what we did. But it's not a transition. But yeah, it was more for us. It was just more so it's the same key. It's more so kind of the same vibe, tempo wise. So let's just go ahead and make it and
Right. So we have some Spanish singing and a new singer actually, instead of just Eli on Pocket Change. So what does something like this mean to you, especially like in a scene where Spanish-speaking artists are often underrepresented?
For me, it's more like I want people to see that like we all come from different walks of life. Like we all come from like different like just complete backgrounds, bro. Like for me, Pocket Change was my first time, like I said before, like really getting out of my comfort zone. And para mi gente que no entiende cómo yo sentí escribiendo esa canción. Esa canción es una canción para los hombres que no está haciendo todo que tú puedas. ¿Me entiendes? No, I'm saying like my fault.
No one knows what he just said.
It's for like the song is like really halfway about accountability, and it's also about like the dudes like that don't really put their all in a relationship, but also it's also for like the dudes that do try, and it's like you recognize like yo tenía mis errores pero todavía te compro tus flores. Like I had my errors, I had my wrongs, but I still bought you your flowers.
Right.
It's like you're taking accountability for your actions, but like she's not really, accepting of, your apologies and this and this. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that.
Was that the first track that you've sang on a Fifth Floor song? What was that like for you singing on a track for the first time?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I was nervous, but like Birdie kind of helped like the track out a little. Birdie from Condado kind of helped the track out a little bit by giving like the background vocals what it needed, like the depth, I would say. And then also Eli did a good job at writing like most of the depth in the music to where me singing wouldn't be such a concerning point in the song. I could really focus on trying to be me, and he did a good job at letting me do that for that song.
100%. It's a great cut off of it. There's really like not a lot of artists doing this kind of like pop punk sound like Fifth Floor is right now. What would you say is something that sets you apart from other artists the most?
I think we kind of said this like our last interview, but it's just like we all have our specific talents in not only our instrument but our way that we play our music. Like Eli, anything pop that you hear, like all the Eyes on Me's, the I Don't Think I'm Gonna Call You's, all that's him, right? But like for what is kind of where I felt like the most comfortable, because I come from like a funkish more background, so that's kind of why I like kind of spearheaded the song. But and then of course with Pocket Change, PJ speaking Spanish. Wow. Bro does speak English. And then Trey can just do everything. So
Everything but play guitar.
So it just really all was a combination of everybody's individual talents coming together and like recognizing those to their like fullest potential, and not just being like, yeah, you can do this, but
We gonna do this instead.
right. But it was just like, okay, you can do this. Let's try this and see what happened, and then it just translated really well into what we have today.
I think a lot of people are kind of scared to do like the pop sound. I guess people are afraid of sounding corny or whatever, because me personally, I love pop. Like I love top 40 music. I said this in the first interview, but I feel like it's really popular for a reason, and I grew up listening to that type of stuff, and like embedding that type of background in this band and kind of taking it in a more rock direction, where this scene is more accepting of like rock bands, and it's just kind of introducing it that way. I think that's a big thing for Fifth Floor. It's just we're different in kind of every aspect. I mean, we're 3/4 black. Sorry, Trey, but and we make pop music. It's just like when you look at us, it's usually a unique first impression, I would say.
Right.
Yeah.
Speaking of Trey also sings on one of the tracks, which is, I believe, a first for you as well. What can you tell us about that track and how that experience was for you?
It's pretty much a song about trying to find yourself after you've pretty much dug your own hole and you pretty much can't get out of it. And it took me a really long time to actually come into fruition, like have the song be fully complete, because it dealt with a lot of like serious like internal conflict that I've went through for the past few years. And yeah, it's a really special song to me, and it was the first time that I was able to really express myself in a very vulnerable position like that. Even if the lyrics aren't particularly like straight ahead and like straightforward to what I'm talking about, it still holds the meaning of trying to pull yourself out of a situation, and trying to find yourself and be the person who you want to be.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful, man. You guys have a lot of like very interesting titles or stylization of the titles on the album track list. What is like your favorite title, and where did the idea like for that stylization come from?
We'll just take turns. My favorite title is "I Don't Think I'm Gonna Call You." That's also my favorite song, but there's yeah, because the album was originally supposed to be called "Slightly Better Than Okay," and then months later we were like, nah. But yeah, when we were picking like song names and stuff, that song doesn't necessarily have like a this word is the what this song is. Mm-hmm. So I was like, oh, let's just call it whatever, because that's usually how that shit works, I guess.
Yeah. My favorite title is "Man, These People Can't Drive," because I literally just came up with it out of nowhere.
That's what he says.
And I
Watch the visualizer.
Cause like I was at Eli's apartment and I was trying to think of like song titles, and that was literally the first thing I came up with like off the top of my head, and I'm like, yeah, I gotta go with that, cause yeah, it's perfect.
What part of North Carolina got the worst drivers?
Winston-Salem.
Charlotte.
North Carolina. See, yeah.
North Carolina.
And that's how you know he's a Virginia driver, ladies and gentlemen.
En verdad yo soy un cabrón.
Hey, no.
But
in English.
I'm dumb. But I mean, Virginia does have some bad drivers. I don't know what to tell you, bro. There ain't not one lover there. Ain't not one lover there. But I mean, dang, I never even thought about that. So I'm gonna just say. No, I'm talking about what the question was.
He just said who in North Carolina has.
No, the other question.
Oh yeah, I'm
Canto de cabrón. But I would say for me, I like Without You. I mean, it's pretty blunt, straightforward. You listen to the song, Without You, boom. We in there, we out.
Yeah. Worst drivers for me, before I answer the other one. I've lived in Greensboro my entire life, and if you've ever driven down downtown Greensboro, especially late at night or any event is going on, they've like they generally have acted like they've never driven before, never been behind a car. But literally, what's a car? Probably for me though, mine would be Pocket Change, because I chose out like the cent sign in the C. Cause I remember when we was talking about it, I was like sitting on my phone, like generally head tweaking, cause I'm like, bro, I know it's like in here somewhere. I literally looked up a TikTok. So it's like, if it was like in like somebody's comments, and I was like, oh, I found it, and I put it in there. But yeah, I like titles that are just very interesting and like change like slight characteristics and something like that, and that also like goes on to the meaning of the song. So
That's a good one. I like that.
That song lucky is about money too.
You guys have a song called Ice King. So is that like a Adventure Time reference, or is that like you got ice on or some shit? Like, what is it?
Nah, PJ got the ice.
PJ got the ice?
Yeah. Ice King Loki is a reference to Ice King. There's lyrics that talks about like so build your castle and sit alone, stuff like that. So yeah, it's just like kind of like being by yourself and like being on this high horse, but you literally have nobody else around you, and you're in this castle with Gunther and trying to kidnap all these princesses and shit. Shout out Gunther. No, shout out Gunther. Shout out. But yeah, that's the whole meaning behind Ice King.
So after like we get over to Man These People Can't Drive, it kind of gets into this very slow, kind of more beautiful point of the album. Yeah, it kind of like takes a step back. What went into the decision to make this part like the latter half of the album, and what are some other songs kind of in this period of the album? Yeah, that just like make it more like emotional and poetic and stuff like that.
So if we're thinking like what makes sense track list wise, it really just made sense to close the album off that way, based off of the fact that usually most albums and stuff like that, most people that most artists put out, it usually just starts off energetic and then will wane down. Sometimes it goes energetic, sometimes it wanes down and then goes back to energetic. But I feel like having the album get increasingly more emotional as it goes on, it's a more satisfying like climax to the whole thing, rather than just having a bunch of mood swings like right at the end. I think staying in one particular vibe really helped the album kind of breathe a little bit better and kind of make a conclusion.
I agree with them.
Yeah, me too. He's low-key the best talker.
Really good talker, yeah.
Really.
Nah, low key, but once you get going,
Once you get going, it's like it's literally like
Shakespeare.
great books.
Man, these people can drive.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe these people can't drive, but I want to let them.
I'm just not acclimated.
So the last song on the album, I've heard, talks, within the scene that this is possibly the best song on the album / best song to come out of the scene in a long time. What do you have to say about this song and the decision to make it go last on the album?
My fault. We wrote it, or well, he wrote it, like, wrote it to be an ending song. Essentially, like, it was never gonna be anything.
That was its purpose.
Yeah, it was not gonna be anything but that. And yeah, it was. I remember hearing it for the first time when Eli played it to me and sent it to me, and I was like, yeah, we got something with this one. And I remember when we all finally got together and we all like put our parts together and just slowly hearing it get built more and more, and then go to record it with Spice House, it honestly became more than a song. It kind of just feels like the end of an experience and an experience within itself. And it just, especially with the synths, God bless Jose, in the end, it gives like a kind of like fairy tale type of vibe, I would say. So yeah, it's a great song. I will agree, it is the best song on the album, like, in all aspects, because it also showcases everybody. It's yeah, I think outside of like Pocket Change, also it's a song that showcases like what everybody can do on their instrument. So it's just generally like a perfect song, and I know we can top it. It's gonna be hard, but yeah.
Yeah, that song is very special. Trey and I wrote that. That's really the most collaborative song to that, and Man These People Can't Drive is very collaborative as well. But Trey and I, we wrote that the night before my 21st birthday, and I remember we were about a week out from going to start the recording process for the album, and we still didn't have a last song. And I went to Trey's house and I said, Trey, we are not leaving until we have a song. And we sat in his room for like 4 hours, and we came out with that song, the first try. All the lyrics, all the original lyrics are still the same. All the chord progressions, everything, how it originally came out is how it sounds.
Wow.
So yeah,
that's impressive. That's very impressive. And yeah, like I said, I agree. That is like hands down best song on the album. Crazy song, best song I've heard out of North Carolina local scene in a long time. So just a little bit more glaze for y'all and stuff like that. So talking about visuals for the album, y'all have some visuals out. Is that correct? What can you tell me about those? And do you have any like music videos or anything coming up?
I would say my main goal with the visuals
he did all the visuals.
was to portray the song how they experience it. Right. Because it's one thing to make a video for the people, and it's another to make a video so you can understand the person.
Sure.
And I feel like my favorite visualizer by far is Somehow. It just captured that song and what Eli went through in such a great way. I don't know any other word to say. Like that video is perfect to me. And then like when Trace comes out sometime this week, like you'll understand once you kind of read into the lyrics a little bit. And same thing with him, same thing with me. But I just feel like the visuals, you have to have visuals for a good album. Because if you don't, it doesn't, like, a lot of people aren't, like, audible learners. Right. You got to see it. So if I'm physically seeing, you know, bruh in the corner, he got his bags packed, talking about something, I want to go home. Bruh trying to go home. Like, trying to leave. But not, like, you see the severity of it. So I would encourage everybody that hasn't seen it, go out and look at it. Give it, like, good 2 looks and just be like, you know, let's try and understand, like, where, you know what, put 5 on it. But I'm trying to understand, like, where we're coming from in the album, and I feel like that will lead to a better understanding of all the songs. Because, like Trey said, like, these songs aren't, like, right in front of your face, like, I am mad, I am happy,
I am sad,
I am sad,
I am glad.
You gotta do a little bit. Hey, Papa John's.
Papayón, tengo hambre.
We ordered pizza. Oh my gosh.
This is
Ladies
the
and
first
gentlemen,
time. This is the first live pizza delivery in a Punch Buggy interview. I can't believe it.
Papa John's.
Woo!
Hell yeah. Hey, we're 5th floor. What's your name? You want to be in the interview?
Just set it right there.
Thank you so much. You want a piece?
Oh, dude, sure, yeah. Let's crack it open. Whoa! Hold on. All right, yeah. Wait. Yeah, get that in there. Hold on. It smells good. Hold on. Let me. Yeah. You see that? It's beautiful, man.
Shots right here.
A lot of looking, not a lot of eating.
All right. So while we are breaking bread with this pizza right here,
Yeah.
so what is getting like out of the official like album talk? What is Fifth Floor into right now? Whether it be food, fashion, music, art, TV shows, anything like that. Just like spill.
I have been trying to much more get into fashion as of like recently. It just makes me feel more confident, and I feel like that's like pretty much my next step. I'm gonna be moving out soon, so I kind of want to like I want to get a different vibe overall, but still be me. And you know, just trying to be try and find my personal style and make it best of what it can be. And also, of course, I'm a big music nerd, so I'm always listening to music all the time.
For me, I've been nonstop listening to Bad Bunny's album Debí Tirar Más Fotos. It's an album that speaks to my soul. It's an album that, like, when I have kids, I want to be like, Dad, like, what's that song? And be like, cabrón, bueno, cabrón. Like, it's just an album that gets me going, like, in the morning. Like, I put on Ayo, I'm out the door. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, clean the house, baile inolvidable, but, you know, I'm in my feelings, like, you know what I'm saying? And then maybe, for me, like, I'm also about to get married pretty soon, so shout out Jacqueline. But, so, it's kind of like, I've had a lot of reflecting to do on myself, and the album kind of pushed me to kind of learn more about myself. And then, my fault. And then, like, yeah, like I said, I'm about to get married, bro, and that's just an experience that, like, you can't forget. And that's really what I've been on. Here you go, Jay Will.
For me, I've really been on a lot of my life recently, because I will say, like, starting the band, because I started the band at, 16, 15? Yeah. So, I'm 19, guys. I'm old.
Shout out
Will Smith. But, yeah, and for that, ever since the band started and onwards, it's been strictly music. And it's really just been, like, just now, getting into college and doing all these things, I've really been able to, like, go back to, like, living my life how, like, I did before I had the band. Been hanging out with my girlfriend more, love her. Shout out Diamond. Been getting back into sports. Getting back into volleyball, soccer, all those things I used to do. Listen to Epic the Musical, which is really good. Yeah. So it's really good. And it's all the things I used to just really be into before like music became like my life. More like a variety of like all the things that I used to do and all that. So it's been good to kind of just live again instead of to feel like, okay, I can live, but dang, I gotta take care of fifth floor business. Now it's just like, oh, I can live, and fifth floor is just and just fifth floor is just part of my life now. So
Yeah. Nah, shit ain't changed for me. Fifth floor is still my 100%. That's all I do nowadays. I'm just really focused on this band. It's not really like a hobby or so for me. So I'm really trying to get. Well, not just me. We're all trying to get like we're trying to push it as far as we can and take it as seriously as possible. So I guess that means I don't have a life outside of this. But I do love my girlfriend. We spend time together all the time. I love you, Olivia, wherever you at. But yeah, this is what I want to do. So this is what I'm focused on.
Oh yeah, man, that's beautiful. Me personally, I'm really into this Papa John's pizza.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah.
Take another slice.
Oh no, dude. You know, since you guys are offering.
You want garlic sauce?
No, you know, I'm good with just the raw pizza. You know.
Okay. Wait, before you do, you gotta eat this pepper.
I don't know about that. I don't know,
If you eat
man.
the pepper, I'll eat.
I'm not a big pepper guy. I'm not a big pepper guy.
Who's eating the pepper with me?
Trey Pav. Somebody.
I'm eating the pepper right now.
All right. Well, we are wrapping up the interview here. So, what is up and coming for Fifth Floor?
Touring.
We are going on tour with Scobie, and as of 2 days from the night that this is filmed, September 4th, we will be going to Virginia Saturday, Richmond, Virginia. And so that'll be the start off of the kind of like weekend warrior type tour that we're doing.
Perfect pain, perfect pleasure.
Perfect Pain, Perfect Pleasure. That's the name of the tour. So yeah, that's going to be really fun doing that with them. We've got a lot of different cities involved in the tour, and it's going to be really cool to see a lot of new faces and hopefully, you know, gaining a lot of new fans as well. So it'll be really cool.
I would say, like, the next few projects, because me and Trey been talking a lot about kind of like the direction we want to go. Like, I would say what's in store next is really like be looking out for like different voices more in this next project, because it's, I'm not saying, would you say it's gonna be more not say chill, but it's not gonna be as like as hard as that album was.
It's not gonna have like the heavy stuff like Crash Out and Without You. It's gonna be it's gonna be a mixture of songs like I Don't Think I'm Gonna Call You and like a mixture of that and Haze, and overall like more of a I guess it wouldn't be.
It's gonna get even sadder.
It might get even sadder.
Shit ain't got
Who
better
knows? Yeah, shit ain't better yet.
Hey,
We're-
I'm good. I'm getting married. I don't know.
I stole that joke from Birdie, bro.
on me, no. For as of like recent stuff after this album, be on the lookout for visualizers. Those are coming out very, very soon. I think that the next is Trey's, and then after that is Hayes. Maybe, I don't know.
I might do a poll. Yeah, they might have to decide.
Yeah, that low key, that'd be fire. But be on the lookout for that. Song wise, we have 2 songs in the making, quote unquote. One's
basically done.
written. It's just we gotta polish. But yeah, will that be out anytime soon? Absolutely not. But
get used to the album, bro.
cause I'm a heart to heart. I'm gonna be real with y'all. This was not easy at all. Like, just getting the show together was not easy. So give us grace, but we'll promise it'll all be worth it in the end. Fifth Floor forever.
Will Smith.
Bless Will Smith.
Smith will.
All right. Well, Fifth Floor, is there anything that you would like to say to the audience to send us off?
Thank you, everybody, for listening. We love you all so very, very much. And, you know, yeah, we did just release your favorite album, so go ahead and listen to it.
I mean, I always got to shout out my mom. I love her to death. My aunt, love her to death. My cousin. Condado just showed up. Celebrity status. But I mean, shout out my family. Like, biggest support. You can't do nothing in the world without family, man. On some what's the dude name from Fast and Furious?
Don Toretto.
Yeah. On some family tip, yeah. I moved the bus with family. Oh, you got it.
Okay, I ain't trying to kill the court. Kind of the same thing as PJ. I wanna. Hold on, we got it. Okay. Kind of the same thing with PJ. Shout out my mom. Shout out my dad. Shout out my sisters. Shout out Abe. They've really been my biggest supporters through all of this. Shout out again my girlfriend. She's been very, 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 very patient.
Should we shout out La
Like-
Shout out La.
But no, she's kept me very grounded through this whole process. And of course, thank you to the band. We've had to hold each other up because we're the only ones that have been knowing and been through the inner workings of everything. And shout out to y'all for coming, listening to the music, and giving us a chance, because we were the baby band for a long time. And we're just now growing outside of that. So yeah, we thank y'all.
Shout out self growth.
Yeah.
Shout out. That's beautiful.
Shout out maturing.
All right.
Is that it?
Yeah. Well, this has. Whoa.
Yeah. Shout out Punch Buggy, bro.
Thank you.
Are we the first people to have a second Punch Buggy?
No, that was Better in the Vision literally a couple days ago. Yeah. Nah.
Shout out Bedroom. I went to the album release show. Dylan Washan, you are my inspiration, my sun, my moon, my stars, and my clouds, my waves, my sea, my sand, my door, my walls, my roof, my floor, my bed, my sheets, my TV, and my toothbrush. That album is amazing.
Oh, you're talking about Dylan.
I didn't know what was happening.
Oh my God, I don't know what was going on.
Well, on that note, this has been Punch Buggy with Fifth Floor. Thank you so much for watching and listen
All right, I gotta go.
to their album. I put everything into this. We will see you next time. Bye bye.